Hey guys, a very good morning and welcome back to another daily market outlook. Starting off here with EURUSD, the first and kind of main pair which we always like to analyze. Of course, EURUSD overall is still bearish from this high all the way in towards this low. Now, we've seen that correction 1 to third high, and then of course a push in towards the downside after seeing that change of character here on the daily time frame. So, based here on the daily, it would make sense, of course, for the market to push down lower. We still have some room to push up just slightly higher here on the daily in towards this daily imbalance candle, this buy before the sell-off. So we could still move just slightly higher. But that is the main kind of analysis that we have here on the daily time frame. Now, looking at the 4-hour time frame, what can we see over there? Well, obviously we had this internal trend break, and then boom, a break in towards the downside, meaning that the current let's say trend internally is bearish from this high in towards this low. Now what we're looking for, of course, is a further correction in towards the downside. We're currently stalling inside of this let's say buy before the sell over here. And we're looking to see a further correction in towards the downside. Now, keep in mind, there is a lot of red folder news on Wednesday, hence why the market is still slightly being a little bit slow. And I do not expect this area of consolidation to break out in either direction until Wednesday. But my preference does go out to further downside here for EURUSD. Now, looking at the dollar index, let's see what has gone on over there. We can see that we're still just consolidating, not really moving anywhere as of now. Also just waiting for Wednesday with this pair, what to do next. That holds my main focus. Quickly going in towards the daily. Daily obviously still has more room to push up higher in towards that supply zone. So for myself, just waiting until we reach that area of supply. That for me is pretty much it. If we do push down lower first, then I'll be keeping my eye open for this sell before the buy over here. That is my next major area of interest that I'll be looking at. So that is around 103. Yeah, that's the major support level, which is also your area of demand. Going into Aussie dollar, what are we seeing on this pair? Obviously, we came kind of in towards the daily area of demand, not the strongest of the areas of demand, I would say. Major or main focus holds here at 0.64566. This is the demand zone based on the imbalances which we have over here. So that is preferred. Going in towards the 4-hour, we're still bearish. We broke even through this area of demand. So it does look bearish still. Overall, going into the 1-hour, we can see how cleanly this imbalance, which I already drew in last week, has been holding as our area of supply. But that's not the main focus. Main focus does always lie on the 4-hour time frame, and based on the 4-hour time frame, I would preferably want to go short from here. So that's my 4-hour zone, around 65,800. That's the main focus. For the rest, I mean, if we just go in towards daily, there is still room for it to fall down lower in towards this area of demand. So until we don't really see like a real change of character whatsoever here on the 4-hour time frame, I'm not really looking at any trades because obviously we have seen a 4-hour BOS, right? So this was the 4-hour BOS, meaning after BOS, what do we expect? We expect to pull back in towards the upside. Let's say this is your swing, then 50% mark is around here. There is still a lot of room to gain in towards the upside before you kind of want to see that correction further downwards, because you kind of always want to see a pullback at least in towards that 50% mark. But for that to happen, we need to see a change of character first, and then only will I be looking for that long, which I just referenced. Now going to pound dollar, GBPUSD. GBPUSD is actually one of the cleaner pairs, has been one of the cleaner pairs. Still little downside, expected a little bit more in towards this next zone. What is it? 1.28458. Going in towards the 4-hour. Let's see what has gone on over there. You can clearly see the overall order flow pushing price lower and lower, lower, low, lower, low, lower, low, lower, low. Go into the 15, that's where it gets more interesting then, and I still have the same lines drawn on from last week. So we have the low, lower high, low, lower high, then we had kind of like a liquidity grab, but then again, break, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high, right? So we're seeing that trend in towards the downside continue. This supply zone, which we drew in last week, has now been playing out, and this morning there was a potential short over here from this supply zone, which has now pushed price down lower. So expecting some more follow through in towards the downside, in towards this overall 4-hour sell-off. And then from there, potentially we could start seeing a pullback back in towards the upside. This is an area of interest definitely here for GBPUSD. Going in towards NZDUSD, what are we seeing on this pair? So still a further push in towards the downside. It looks like it's just going to crash through here. Let me just delete the lines just to make it a little bit more clear. Now, daily wise, not the cleanest. Weekly wise, you can see very clearly that we have this low and we have this low. So it does definitely look like we're going to be breaking this over here and pushing further in towards the downside. That is what I'm currently looking for here on NZDUSD. Going in towards the daily, I mean, as well, we can see if we just adjust this zone to this imbalance over here. So this is the main imbalance area of demand. You can see that we've already tapped into it. So it's not looking very good for the Kiwi in the sense that it's pretty weak. Dollar looks like it just wants to eat it. Here we don't have any clear signs of demand, so not too much focus on that. What I'll mainly be focusing on is to see, can Kiwi dollar push down lower towards, what is it, 0.58593, so this major swing low, and then potentially after grabbing the liquidity underneath that swing low, see a pullback back up in towards the high again. That will be for me the main focus here on NZDUSD for now. Still looking at some further downside. I don't really see it stopping just yet, unless the news on Wednesday decides to push up the price again. And then last of all, gold. What are we seeing from gold? So gold has started to push up higher again. Obviously, guys, you guys know we came in towards this area of daily demand. So now that we've come into daily demand, we've seen the market push up again. So a lot of people will be buying, but we do also have to keep in mind we have this daily fractal supply. This is the supply zone which broke the fractal low. So then look at the 4-hour time frame, and what you'll see is that this is indeed kind of like the buy up for the sell-off. So this is indeed your supply zone, right? So keep in mind, for now, follow the 4-hour order flow in the sense that we kind of have like 4-hour fractal break. So this imbalance over here could push up price again. But as soon as that breaks, we might just start to free fall again in towards the downside. So keep it in mind. You can go long, but do be a little bit hesitant. Last week, this area of demand played out beautifully for longs, which I highlighted. You can watch it back. I think it was Friday that I highlighted this. Some nice trades. For now, it seems like we're inside this demand zone over here indeed. So let's see if we can push up again. Otherwise, just wait for Wednesday, because Wednesday obviously is going to be a massive day. Make sure to check out Forex Factory for that red folder news. I wish you all a fantastic day, guys, and speak soon.